So in this video, we're going to go over the assembly, the minor assembly that is needed for Mordrün Limited Edition. In the bag, we will have the deck of playing cards. There's a certificate of authenticity on the top with some QR codes behind it, where you can access these videos, as well as the Discord server if you have any questions or would like to play the digital version. Here we have the 6 monster tracking cards, where you will track your monster's name, their HP, and any conditions that may be applied as you run them. Next up, we have our player quick reference cards outlined in purple. There should be 6 of these, one for each character player. On the back, you're going to have what you can do on another player's turn, as well as the ghost rules if you're a ghost. On the front, you will have what to do on your turn. It talks about the movement and the possible actions. Next, in the tarot size cards, we have rule cards that are color-coded specific to the different playing cards that you would be using. There's gold answer cards, green item cards, blue water danger cards, and red danger cards. Next, we have the scorecards. These, just like the monster tracking cards, are dry erasable. So you'll be using a dry erase marker to mark your scores and then erase them and play again. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut and trim the white edges off of here. We just need a pair of scissors and proceed to cutting. You can also use a guillotine or a slide cutter if you have any of that. If not, a pair of scissors works just fine. Just trim the edges. Be sure to cut a little into the card itself. That will keep it clean on the front and the back. There won't be any overhang. If you cut too precisely to the edge, I've noticed that some of the backs have a little bit of an alignment, half a millimeter maybe, so I just go ahead and trim to the inside a little bit. And there we go. There is a cut scorecard, front and back. So you can do this to the rest of the cards. There's going to be 6 scorecards total. They're all unique, so that'll help prohibit cheating. Or you could just leave them as they are if you'd like. You could leave the white borders on them. It's up to you. Lastly, in the bag, we have the map tiles and the tokens. Each of these will have to be cut out and trimmed down. So these are the tokens. There's going to be 27 of those in total. Just take your scissors and trim the edges off of these right along the black lines. You're going to trim all the way around the strip of tokens. All right, here's one strip ready to be cut down. We'll trim the edges off of this next strip. All right, and the second strip ready. Set these aside, clean up the mess. And these are the map tiles. There's nothing on the back. There are some lines on the outsides to help guide your cuts. So if you're using a guillotine cutter or a rolling trim cutter or slide trim cutter, those lines should help you making nice clean cuts. It is important that you are going to want to cut very precisely. This border, this black border, you don't have to be as precise with, as that is the outside of the map. This particular side here will meet up with one of the other tiles. So this side is going to want to be very precise. I recommend not leaving any white. You cut off a little bit of the color, that's going to be okay. It's not that big of a deal. This side too is also going to be a really precise cut, as this particular tile is the top right corner of the mat. So it joins on the side that we're cutting now and the side that we just cut. Right, and there's our top right corner. You can see where it's going to join with the top left. So we're going to do this for the other three tiles, being very precise along the edges that are going to join with the other tiles. Cutting along this outside border edge doesn't have to be as precise. You can go a little bit quicker here. This is another outside edge that you don't have to be as precise with. This edge will be a joining edge, so I'm going to cut this one precise again. Okay, top left is done. Moving to the bottom right. We're going to cut this edge precisely, as it will join with the top right tile. This edge will join with the bottom left tile. And this is an outside edge, so don't have to be as precise. Cut this one rather quickly. And this will be the far right edge, which doesn't have to be very precise. And there's number 3, the bottom right. And number 4, the bottom left. I'm going to cut this edge very precise, as it will match up to the top left tile. This edge, we're going to be precise, as it will match up to the bottom right tile that we just cut. Here's a board outside edge, but don't have to be very precise with this one. I can just quickly cut it. And another outside edge that I can just quickly cut. All right, so clean this, put that aside, throw away. And you can, pretty easy to see with the card piles, or the card pile spots, that's how the top left and bottom left are going to line up. Now what we're going to do is just take some shipping tape or any other tape that you find convenient, and I'm just going to tape these together. Take my time to line them up. Now I'm taping these together as both of the tiles are laying next to each other. I have found that this can be a little more difficult. It was easier to do it this way in the video, but sometimes I would like to put the tape onto one tile, let the tape hang over, and then carefully apply the taped tile to the next tile. However you do it is up to you. You can lay them next to each other and do it the way that I did it here, or if you have another way that's going to be easier, go for it. Now we're going to do the same thing to the right-hand tiles. We're going to match them up using the river. And there we go. Now we just take the time to line them up. So that way when we join them to the left side of the map, everything joins up cleanly. Taping it the way that I'm taping it in this video will allow you to fold it up into a nice, convenient 8x8 square. So take the shipping tape one more time and tape the top and bottom right pieces together. I got some air bubbles in there. No big deal. And there we go. Now we've got our left and right sides, and we would just put those together. And I'm going to go ahead and tape the bottom half of this together. And I think I'm going to leave the top half untaped. On most of the prototypes that I've done, I have taped the top and the bottom all together. But for ease of folding, I think I'm just going to leave the top untaped. All right, there we go. So there's our mat. And the tops will fold down onto the bottoms, and then it folds over, and there's one nice little mat all folded up. And that's your Mordrün mat. Tape it, don't tape it, it's up to you. I kind of like this top half not being taped. There we go. Now onto the tokens. We've already trimmed our strips, so now it's time to just cut along the long black lines and cut these tokens out. So as you can tell, each token has a mirror image of itself on the other side. We're going to be folding along that center line so that way it's a stand-up. The two white squares are going to be glued together. I use super glue, but you could use hot glue, super glue, or anything else that you feel comfortable working with. So we're just going to fold this up, match the edges, increase that center line there. There's a little black line there that when you fold it and crease it, it turns white. Now we're going to just fold these squares in, fold those in, make sure they're nice and straight, and crease them. Do this for both squares. These are going to be the base of your token. I'll take my super glue and just put a small little dot on the bottom. Here's your glue dot. Now I'll open up the base leg a little bit and put them together. Let the inside leg touch the back side of the stand-up token. Squeeze them together, get that glue to set, and there we go. That's it. Now to just do the same process for the rest of the token. And there's our little stand-up token.